So you guys have likely seen all of the different hundreds or probably even thousands of different options that are available when it comes to dietary recommendations for new man, losing it already. So you guys have likely seen all the hundreds or the thousands of dietary recommendations that are available for fat loss. And you may have even tried yourself. If you try to Google fat loss or fat loss books or fat loss advice, you literally get millions and millions of different posts and different recommendations from different people. And the problem is with many of them is they'll conflict. So we end up being confused about what we actually need to do. It's like, well, this guy says that one says this. Where the hell do I begin? Now, the truth is nutrition is a lot more simple than many of us believe it to be, but it's been made to be complicated because, again, that helps to keep us confused, and therefore we end up opting for convenience because we don't want to kind of learn the basics about it. Now, there are lots of different things that you can do, but there is one simple habit that I recommend you stick to when trying to lose body fat. And this is regardless of whether you're eating real food or junk food or whatever it might be. So obviously in an ideal world, we eat real food when trying to burn fat. But this particular habit can be applied to any type of food or any type of meal. And you will just stick to this particular habit whenever things fall off track or you go off the rails and you're maybe not completely eating on plan. If you maintain this particular behavior or habit, it will enable you to continue moving towards your goals. Maybe not quite as quickly if you're not eating well, but you'll still get there. So it's actually a two-part habit, and it's what we call an anchor habit. So what it means is, even if I'm not doing things perfectly, this will kind of help keep me steady and on track. So it stops me from drifting too far away from my goals so that I can maintain some kind of progress. So the first part of this is we need to slow down. Many of us are so rushed off our feet these days and got to eat between meetings or eat between different work tasks or daily tasks and so on, that we kind of mindlessly go through our day, mindlessly eating whatever we can get our hands on. So what we actually want to do is actually slow down the time it takes for us to consume our meals. So rather than just gulping it all down and eating as quickly as you can to get to the next thing, you literally sit there, slow down, take your time, chew your food, actually taste your food, because that way your body, for a start, is going to be able to take more nutrition from it. The other catch we have is that on average, it takes around 20 minutes for the body to signal satiety. Now, this is regardless of whether we're eating junk foods or healthy foods. On average, it takes around 20 minutes for that hormonal process to kick in. So by slowing down, that gives your body a greater opportunity to actually reach this point where it realizes, oh, I'm actually full now, I'm satiated enough, you can stop eating. Rather than kind of ramming it all down and then overeating in a short period of time because you haven't given the body long enough to actually recognize that it's now full or satiated. Now the second part, first we slow down. The second part is that we only eat until we're 80% full. Most of us are overfed and undernourished. And as I was just saying, because we eat too quickly or in a rush or on the go, we're actually over-consuming calories as a result. And therefore we are overfeeding ourselves, which is that's not the only thing, but it's one of the factors that contributes to things like increased growth or rapid growth of things like tumors and cancers and those types of things, or pathogenic tissues in the body, because we just have this excess of calories and food on board, and the body needs to put it somewhere. It needs to put it into something. So by slowing down first off and then only eating until you're 80% full, this will actually help to regulate your appetite and regulate your cravings and prevent you from overeating, so that when you are trying to burn body fat and lose weight, you're going to be able to maintain that progress and all your momentum without kind of having to actually starve yourself. Now, one word of, I don't want to use the word warning, but one thing to look out for is this: eating till 80% full can take a couple of weeks to get the hang of. Because it's like, well, I haven't been eating to 80% full. I normally eat till I'm full or I'm stuffed. What is 80%? It's kind of hard to judge in the beginning, but with a little bit of practice over a couple of weeks, it actually becomes second nature and is actually very easy to stick to. And it makes achieving your weight loss or your fat loss goals much, much easier without having to think about, oh my God, I need to eat 1,500 calories today and then make sure I'm burning off 250 calories with exercise. And you don't need any of that. You don't need to worry about calories in versus calories out and stuff. Just eat well where possible, eat good food. And then, as I say, slow it down and then only eat until you're 80% full. and that will help to keep you on track even when you are maybe eating off plan. So any questions on this, guys, or if you want me to dig in deeper or give you some additional tips to help with this, let me know in the comments below. And if not, I look forward to chatting with you guys in my next video. Take it easy.